So brush your teeth and floss with me. There's so much to learn and see. So come along and smile with me. It's the Kimmy Tutor Show.
That's me. Hi, it's Kimmy the Tooth Tutor, and I'm here today with my friend Elvis. Hello. And we are here to read you a book called Sugar Bugs, which some of you may have in your classrooms. And we are here to do an experiment. Now, we did this experiment maybe 6 months ago, but I'm going to repeat it today because it has a lot to do with sugar bugs. So I have 2 glasses of water, and I have some yeast, and I am going to put 2 teaspoons of yeast in each cup. 1, 2, and 1, 2. So it's just regular water and yeast. So see? And then in this one, I am going to add a tablespoon of sugar. So the reason we add sugar, if I was in a classroom, I'd ask you, but we are not in a classroom. So we have plain yeast and water to represent the sugar bugs that live in our mouths, and a clean mouth. So that's this one. It's clean mouth and sugar bugs. Then this one is sugar bugs and food or drinks. And this month we're talking about sugary drinks for a head start. So sugary drinks do a lot of damage, and our bodies don't actually need them. The very best thing to drink is water, and water does not make the sugar bugs grow. So anyway, here's how we start out the experiment. Sugar bugs, not sugar bugs. I mean, they both have sugar bugs. Sugar and food, and the sugar bugs on the right. You know, I'm a confusing person, sorry. So today we have a book called Sugar Bugs, and it's by Dr. Sam Weisz and Erica Weisz. And your book may look a little different. If it's a hardcover, the cover looks different. So here we go. And so you can feel very smart. Streptococcus mutans is the name of the primary sugar bugs that live in your mouth. Now you can have something super smart in your head. Life is easy for the mutans family, see why they're called that, since they moved into the mouth of a young boy named Robbie. But it wasn't always this way. The mutans family were some of the first sugar bug explorers. The illustrations in this book are awesome. This says bacterial food pantry. Hungry, need sugar to feed family. Where has all the sugar gone? Bring back the sugar. It was a hard life for the sugar bugs. A messy mouth filled with sticky, gooey sweets was not easy to find. They loved sugar so much. When it became scarce, all the sugar bugs were forced to leave the mouth homes behind. Finally, the mutans family found Robbie's mouth, and they fell in love. Robbie ate sprinkle donuts for breakfast, lollipops for lunch, and gummies for dinner. He took great care of the mutans family. His toothbrush sat on the bathroom floor for days. Oh, so yucky. Robbie only used his floss for a jump rope. His molar tooth became the mutants' new home with a silky pink yard of gums. The sugarbug children enjoyed playing for hours in the open park where Robbie's baby tooth had been. Do you have places like that in your mouth where there used to be a tooth but it hasn't come through yet, the new one? Mr. Mutans found a job in demolition, tearing down homes and restaurants. Mrs. Mutans was a stay-at-home mom, teaching her children the tricks of being nasty little sugar bugs. life was perfect. As the family multiplied by the day, the Mutans ate more and more of the sweets that were never brushed away by Robbie. Over the next few months, the Mutans family lived happily without Robbie even knowing. But then things started to change. Since Robbie didn't brush his junk food-filled teeth, the Mutans' home began to rot. Dancing on Robbie's tongue, the Mutans spread a thick layer of gunk, making it sticky and slimy. Ooh, I bet his breath was really bad. Yep. The Mutans kids blew their stinky breath all over Robbie's friends. Like, can you see his friends? Ugh, gross. When Robbie painfully chewed his favorite sprinkle donut, his parents finally decided it was time to see the dentist to fix his sugar rush problems. At the dentist's office, Robbie played in the waiting room. With a big smile, the dentist, Dr. Sam, came out to see Robbie. Dr. Sam led Robbie to a room with a large, comfy chair. He showed Robbie the amazing instruments used to clean teeth. There were sunglasses for Robbie to wear, a water whistler, a tooth pillow, tooth shampoo, and Mr. Thirsty to hold. Dr. Sam looked inside Robbie's mouth and found the Mutant's home. He saw the cracks, the holes, the yellow and brown spots, and he felt the bleeding gums and smelled his sour breath. Robbie, the family of sugar bugs living in your mouth, made cavities in your teeth. The holes that the Mutants made in Robbie's teeth were fixable. To stop another family like the Mutants moving in, Dr. Sam made Robbie promise to follow 3 rules. Brush 3 times a day, floss every night, and eat lots of fruits and vegetables. What do you think about Robbie doing that? You think he'll listen? I hope so. Dr. Sam brushed the whole Mutants family out of Robbie's mouth, through Mr. Thirsty, and into their new home, where they would never hurt another tooth again. The next morning, Robbie's teeth felt so much better, but at breakfast, Robbie had a choice to make, and he went to grab his favorite gummies, and then he remembered what Dr. Sam taught him. Robbie chose the apple and scrambled eggs and skipped to school to show off his brand new smile. The end. That's a very helpful book to learn about sugar bugs. So we do want to make sure we brush at least 2 times a day, right? So Dr. Sam suggested that Robbie brush 3 times a day, which would be amazing. And if you're home, that's easier to do than if you're at school. So if you could brush in the morning when you wake up, always brush it morning when you wake up, because the sugar bugs have had a party in your mouth all night and your breath is probably super stinky. And then if you brush at bedtime before you go to sleep, it will help that party not be quite as wild. But if you can also brush in the middle of the day, that would be amazing, or after you have a snack or something, a sugary snack. So I want to show you our sugar bug process. So this one, remember, this was just yeast and water. So we're pretending the yeast are sugar bugs, because much like sugar bugs or bacteria or plaque, their yeast is actually alive. And so the little grains of yeast are little critters. So they are mixed up in this water, but there's no food for them, right? This one has food for them. So if I let this go a little bit longer, it actually will fill the cup up. But we don't need to do that today. You can try it at home. I will put the recipe below, the directions. So this is what happens when the sugar bugs eat all the food that you put in your mouth if you don't clean it away. They release acid and they multiply and grow. And so I just want you to see that. Right? Well, we hope you are well. You can subscribe below. You can ask me any questions. My email address is kimhartlingwells@gmail.com. And yeah, So you can ask me that way. You can ask me below. If you need anything dental-wise, I am here to help you, and so is Elvis. Take care and be well. Bye. Bye. Here is the end of the experiment. Take care. See you next week. Bye.